Today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the truth about WhatNot. Okay, you guys ready for this? You ready? So I had my first WhatNot show last night and it was seriously so much fun. It really was. And I wanted to I should have taken notes before this and recapped and stuff, but this is just going off the top of my head. So in my first show, I sold things that I didn't mind selling for cheap. I started all of my auctions at $1. I think I sold actually 2 things for $1. I had 25 things. I sold 22 of them. I think there were 4 different people that bundled things, which was really cool. I guess that's my first takeaway is when you're first starting out, when you don't have a lot of followers, I guess expect stuff to go for cheap, especially if you're starting the auctions at $1. I think with my next show, which is this Saturday, I think this video will be up today. So this Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern time is my next show. I think with that show, I'm going to start everything out at $3, I think. For my first one, I wanted it to be exciting and just start everything at $1. I gave away a pair of Air Force Ones, sick ass Air Force Ones. In my next show, I'm going to give away a pair of Nike Huaraches. I guess my first tip is just to be careful with your inventory. People are bidding on something, so, just keep that in mind when you're starting the bid at $1 or $3. Just know it could sell for $1 or $3 and you got to be okay with that. I don't know how many times I've been in shows where these guys are selling their vintage tees, and I actually bought, I'm so excited, I bought a 1985, which is the year that I was born, a 1985 Eric Clapton t-shirt for $25, which is an amazing deal. And then I bought a Garth Brooks shirt, I think it's 1995, but I bought that for $7. But yeah, I go on these streams and I see all these guys selling these sick ass vintage t-shirts and they sell for $5, $6, maybe $10, and then they get pissed and it's what? Yeah. I was in a stream this morning and this kid was you motherfuckers. He was swearing and flipping out. He's you guys need to wake up. You're sleeping on this. I'm By the way, I wanted to address something. So you can swear on WhatNot. I saw a post from he who shall remain nameless on Instagram. Let's call him Scary Tomato. Saw a post from him and he's why are people swearing on WhatNot? You wouldn't swear in your eBay listing, would you? It's the same thing. It's the fuck? The fuck? That's all I thought when I read that. It is not the same thing. You can't compare a live show to an eBay listing. What? No. WhatNot actually allows swearing. It's okay. You can turn on there's a little filter for explicit content, swears. WhatNot doesn't care. I just thought that was funny. Completely different than an eBay listing. It's you're in person. It's a show. If somebody doesn't want to buy something from me because I say the word fuck, that's fucking hilarious, actually. And it doesn't faze me. Yeah, I just want to throw that out there. You can swear during it. You can play music, which is really fun. I like going to shows that are upbeat and the person conducting the show is interacting with people. I've been to a few shows where it's just this person and they're oh, this is the shirt, and they hang it up and then they go out of the frame and it's there's either no music playing or the music's low and you can't hear. I bought a shirt from one guy. He didn't even say thank you. He just literally, said the name of the shirt, hung it up, was out of the frame, so you're just looking at the shirt. It was literally quiet. It was so fucking awkward. I'm okay. And then I bought it and he just went on to the next shirt, didn't even say thank you or anything. I'm okay, I'm not purchasing anything else from this dude before. You at least say thank you. What the fuck? So personally, I like to go into shows where there's interaction. I tried to make my show fun. I was playing music. I was being silly. I don't know. I just like to make it fun. I don't like to just be whatever. If you want to have, a professional show and just be and not say thank you to people, that's fine. That's just not what I like personally. What else? What else can we talk about? Oh, everything was going great until I noticed a comment from someone. Do you guys know who was in my show? My fucking psychotic stalker. She came to my show. She came to my WhatNot show. Oh, guys, it's not even funny anymore. It's literally been a year next month. Yeah, I think it was July of last year when this whole shit started, and she's been stalking my every fucking move since then. It's literally psychotic at this point. She truly needs help. I know you're watching this video. Just get off the computer and get fucking help. Seriously. Yeah, so she came into the show and I'm she commented something. She said something to my mom, by the way, which really pissed me off. My mom was kicking it in the chat. Yeah, she said something to my mom, and then I'm like, who is this bitch? I'm like, oh, okay. So I went to block her, and I got this error message. It said, you cannot block people on WhatNot. Like, we're working on that feature. Please send us an email. I'm like, what? Seriously? You can't block people on WhatNot? That was crazy, I thought. There was the option to remove her from the show. I did remove her from the show. I don't know if once you remove someone from a show, if they can come back. She didn't comment after that, so I don't know. She might have come back in the room and just been a fucking psycho and watched and not said anything. I don't know. It's crazy that you can't block people. I know WhatNot is still new. I mean, it's not that new. I'm going to have to do some research when I'm editing this video, and I'll be able to tell you guys exactly when WhatNot came about, but I mean, it's been around for a while. I feel like a block feature is something that should happen because you're going to get trolls, you're going to get assholes, you might even get your stalker in your show, and you should be able to block people. What else? So I totally wasn't like fully prepared for my show. Like, I literally had my phone resting up like on my desk in my office. I ordered a phone holder, like a little like tripod phone holder on Amazon. That'll be here before my next show, which will be great. What else? I did have lighting. I had a ring light. Like I said, I played music. I was in my office and I was facing like my big window. I might turn things around and have like a plain backdrop and be able to like hang things up, because my arms kind of got tired, because you know, you're holding things up, and it'd be nice to just like show something and then hang it up and have it be right here and me still talking to you while, you know, the countdown is going down or whatever, not just be like, I don't know. I just think that's so awkward. Like, I don't know. Some people probably like to shop like that. You know, some people probably actually really enjoy that. They don't want to see my antics, and that's fine, but that's just not my vibe. Jumping back, I started out on my auctions at $1 and I ran it for 30 seconds. I know some people do a minute. I feel like that's too long. I mean, maybe if you have like a shit ton of people watching you, but I don't know. I feel like a minute's too long. I know some people do 20 seconds, but I felt like 30 seconds was a good amount. Everybody's payment went through, which was great. I have seen some shows where, you know, somebody has bid on something and then their payment didn't go through, which is kind of annoying. I mean, it could happen for a number of reasons, but I feel like you should have your shit straight before you bid on something. Like, you know, have your correct card information on there. Make sure you have money in your account to bid on shit, you know. The process of printing the labels was great. You can choose what size you want to print the labels. I have a Dymo. No, I don't have a Dymo. I had a Dymo. I have a Rollo now. Rollo thermal printer, so I chose the 4x6 option, and you can bulk print labels, which is awesome. So I did that. It has the person's username at the bottom of the shipping label, so you can reference what they got, which was great. I've seen some shows where people just package up things as they go, but I didn't really want to do that. The fees on WhatNot are great, only 8%, which is great. I mean, compare that to Poshmark. Poshmark is fucking 20%. On the flip side, I did sell things for cheaper on WhatNot, but I feel like that'll come with time. I need to like build up my audience and start my auctions higher than $1, and I'll be able to sell things for more. But yeah, it was the first great show. I had a lot of fun. I'm literally obsessed with it now. I've been watching WhatNot like off and on. Like while I was eating lunch, I was watching auctions and I was bidding, and yeah, I'm like literally obsessed with it. I plan on having multiple shows a week. Right now I have the Saturday one scheduled. I have one scheduled for next Tuesday as well. I love the social interaction. It's so much fun. My mom, like I said, was watching my show and she's like, I want to do one with you sometime. So I'm like, oh, that would be cool. So maybe my mom will show up on Saturday. I'm definitely going to do a show with my husband sometime. So I just Googled it real quick. WhatNot was founded in 2019, but it's definitely blown up over the past like month or two. You know, you have the bigger creators talking about it. I feel like everyone and their mother is on there now, including people that really fucking shouldn't be on there, like Nicole State. I feel like that's a whole fucking, like, that's a whole new audience. She can scam. People don't know about her. I think that's it. That's all I can think of at the moment. If you guys have any specific questions about WhatNot, you can feel free to ask them below. Again, I'm not a pro. I just had one show, but I do spend a lot of time on there, and I have been in a lot of shows. I've purchased things, so I do have some knowledge. I'm literally obsessed with it now, and I feel like I'm going to focus a lot of energy toward WhatNot. I feel like my whole sourcing strategy is going to change for things that I want to sell on WhatNot. I'm done rambling. Again, if you guys have any specific questions about WhatNot, feel free to comment down below. I have a link in the description box to my WhatNot show. Again, it is this Saturday, the 25th at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm doing it an hour later than I did my other show. It's hard to do it like later. You know I have West Coast peeps, but Our bedtime routine is pretty strict, so if I'm not there, then it just throws everybody off. But yeah, I have a link to that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.